Hi Audrey, how are you?
Hi Lily, yeah, I'm alright, thanks. How are you?
Good, I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
How are you feeling?
I'm not too bad.
Good. How are the cats? I know, was Fred poorly?
Yeah, he's been a bit poorly. He's a lot better now, but he's needed quite a lot of care, so it's been a bit crazy at home, to be honest.
Good. I'm glad he's
he's better now, and we're getting a bit more sleep, thank God.
Good. Lovely weather, isn't it? Have you decided whether you're going to India? Have you booked anything yet?
I've not booked it, but I have decided that I'm going to go, because as you know, I want to go to every continent before I'm 60, so I'm going to book it later on this week, so I'm really excited about
something
that.
to look forward to.
Yeah,
it's a lovely
needed,
place,
really.
India too. It's absolutely lovely.
Have you been?
It's absolutely lovely.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll really enjoy it.
I might have to ask you about the best places to go.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Let me know what's happening when you book in, and we'll sit down again and we'll show you some pictures.
Oh, that'd be good.
So what we're here today to do is to do your 6-month review.
Yeah.
So it should last around 15 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to look at your performance over the last 6 months, what's going well, what things need improving. Then we're going to set some objectives together for the next 6 months. So have you got any questions for me before we start?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, brilliant. So firstly, I want to just know really how you're feeling about the new team. Are you settling in okay?
Well, the team are nice and everything, but I do feel out of my comfort zone because everyone's so young. I mean, the person who is the next oldest to me is 26. And I just don't feel like I can relate to them really. Not quickly anyway. I find it quite hard. But as well, I don't really understand the beauty products as much as I did on the medical team. And I feel like I can't build up the same rapport with customers as I did over there. So I am finding it hard to meet my KPIs, and it's disappointing really. I'm not doing as well as I have been doing in the past.
Yeah. So I think it's something that definitely needs looking into. If you don't feel like you're fitting in, maybe you can look at some objectives to help you fit in.
Yeah.
With regard to the product knowledge, there's definitely something we can do about that now. The reason we did move you over to that team is because of the experience that you have. We do feel that you can do really, really well in that team. But again, hopefully we can set some objectives today, help you improve, and help you sort of get to where you want to be really.
Yeah.
So looking at your customer satisfaction, there has been a reduction, now 50%, from 4.2 to 2.1 over the last 6 months. Is there any particular reason why you think that's happened? Is that due to your product knowledge maybe? Or is there any other reasons at all you think maybe?
I think 2 main reasons really. I think one the products, and because I don't understand the products as much, and I don't. It's not something that I'm personally interested in. I lack motivation and enthusiasm about them. But also, as you know, both my parents died in the last 12 months, so I think I have been quite depressed after that, and I've had quite a low mood. So I've been finding it really hard to motivate myself anyway because of that.
So obviously you've got product knowledge, but I mean the other issues on top of that, of course, will have a massive effect. Now, I mean, have you seen your GP about this? Have you spoke to anybody outside of work?
I have seen my GP, and he has offered me antidepressants, which I have started to take because I wasn't sleeping, I was very down, not eating. I find myself being quite tired at work, and I find myself having no one to talk to as well. So I've been taking the antidepressants, but that's it really.
Do you feel like they're helping? I mean, have you looked at any sort of bereavement counselling maybe?
I have thought about it, but I don't really know how to go about getting it, to be honest.
Okay, no, you probably don't know, but we do offer bereavement counselling recommendations here. We can easily put you forward for counselling. If that's, of course, what you want to do, it's totally up to you.
Yeah, that'd be good. I didn't know that would.
If we can help you with that, then we will do that. We'll put you through and we'll recommend you. And we will obviously provide all the support you need. The time out of work that you may need to see the counsellor, of course, will support you with that as well. It's definitely something that we can support as a company. So what we'll do at this point, I'll recommend you for that.
That'd
You
be
should
really
receive
good.
some information regarding what the counselling service will offer within the next week. Then you should receive a booking with the bereavement counsellor, and you can start having them. And then what we'll do is we'll sort of meet every week, so we'll have a one-to-one session. I'd like to see how you're getting on, if it's helping. Of course, if it doesn't help, it doesn't work for everybody. If it doesn't, we can take you off, can maybe try something different. But I would recommend it, and if it is something that you're willing to do, it's something to try, and it will help you. Okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
So, like I say, I'll get that in place as soon as we come out today. I'll make sure I get that in place, and you should receive some email by the end of the day today, just to let you know about the service. Okay?
Yeah.
So next, I have listened to some of your calls. I've looked at some of the quality tests that have been done by the quality manager. I have picked up on your calls that your product knowledge is lacking. Okay, so I can see that in your calls, and you've already told me that you feel that. So it is something that we could definitely look at. Now, to look at your product knowledge, I think there's a few things you could do really, but what I would recommend doing is doing some internet research on some of our brands.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you've seen this, but the intranet actually provides a lot of information on our brands.
I've seen some of it, but I just don't really have the time.
Of course, yeah. So what I will do is I will set you some time aside. Okay. So we'll say at least once a week. We won't set a date. Depends when we're busy. I will set you a couple of hours every week. Undertake some research, personal research.
Yeah.
Use the internet, and we do have brand specialists, so we can get them brand specialists to come and sit with you, have a chat, sort of give you a bit more in-depth knowledge of some of the products. As it's something that you're not interested in, I mean, it's much harder to try and learn about products if it's not of interest to you. But these brand specialists, that they'll come and sit with you, and it may be something that you can relate to, and maybe show some a little bit more interest in. And I think your interest sort of comes from that you've not worked in it before. Your lack of motivation is going to affect that as well. So hopefully get somebody in to help you, and that will just come with it in time. This will be measured by I listening to your calls again. Hopefully your customer satisfaction rate will go up, and that will come through your quality testing, and that will hopefully increase your scores.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So the next stage was looking at some of your so this sheet here is some of your targets that were set, and actually what you've hit against some targets. So as you can see, what we've highlighted in red here, each one of them are actually below the targets that we set. So for example, we set 100 calls and you met 50 at 50%. Now what you can see is your average length of call actually is much longer than what we set you. So comparing that to the amount of calls have decreased due to the amount of time expended on the phone. Again, that probably comes from product knowledge. We can see that your occupancy is at 60%, which means a lot of the time customers may be on hold.
Yeah, I do find that I'm on hold quite a lot, because then I have to go and ask others for advice about the products.
Yeah.
So I putting the customer on hold quite a lot when I don't know the answer.
Yeah, of course, and that's understandable with your product knowledge. So hopefully with your product knowledge, we can look at maybe hitting these targets next time. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely get that support in place, and we'll definitely get these increased. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think again there's any other reasons that this may occur apart from the product knowledge and the other issues that we discussed? Is there anything else maybe we can think can help you with that?
I do want, really, I'd like to move back on the other team, because I know it better, I know the people, I know the customers better and the products, and I just was happier there. I just felt like I knew what I was doing, and I don't feel like I know what I'm doing as much now. So I'd like to move back.
I understand exactly why you're having these thoughts. I understand, but I don't think that is the answer. I really don't. And now we move you over to another team, because of the simple fact that we're seeing so much potential in you now. So to keep you in the same team, you're just going to hit a ceiling, and you're going to be performing better than anybody else, like you was. To be honest with you, we moved you over to challenge you. We wanted to bring your skills into another team. I think you're looking at it from the wrong angle. You're looking at what you haven't got rather than what you have got and what you can bring to the team. We know that you can bring a lot to this team, and I don't think that you're looking at it in the right way. I think you're looking at what you haven't got rather than what you have got. So what I think we should do is make sure that we improve your product knowledge, but I don't think the answer is moving you over back to the team, because you're only going to go back to that team and be at the same level.
Yeah.
And that's not going to help with your career ambitions. I mean, have you got any career ambitions that you've got for the next 6 months? Is there anything that you'd like to develop into as a...
Well, I would like eventually to become a team leader, and that's what my long-term career aspirations are, is to become a team leader.
Oh, so that's something we can definitely support you in. I mean, at the minute, where you're at with your targets and sort of your product knowledge, we really need to move you throughout different departments. That's why we've moved you over. We can see that potential. We can see that you've got that. And I know you've mentioned about sort of integrating with your team members as well. It's definitely something that I think is a concern. And maybe that's not actually helping your motivation because you're not feeling very comfortable. Now, a suggestion I would say is that we do have beauty product training courses. Now, is there any reason you haven't attended them before? You haven't booked on any of the courses?
Well, I did notice that some of the other team have signed up to the course next week, but I was a bit, I didn't know whether to go or not, because everyone's all friends, and I don't know whether.
I think people see a training course as something that's really scary, but it is a really good opportunity to get to know people. I mean, a training course isn't just for people who already know each other; it's for people to get to know each other with things like icebreakers. So what I do think you should do as one of your next objectives is to attend the next course, which is next Thursday.
Right.
Attend the course next Thursday. It will give you two things that you need: is your product knowledge and a bit more integration with your team.
Yeah.
It will be an excellent opportunity for you to get to know your team members a little bit more. You might start feeling a bit more comfortable. It might actually give you the confidence to book on some more of the course that we do, which again is going to improve your product knowledge. So I definitely recommend doing that.
So if I book onto that course next week, then?
Book onto the course next week, see how it goes. Again, we're going to meet next week anyway.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that too, see how it went. See if it's actually helped you, and there's lots and lots of other opportunities you can try and get involved in, and maybe help you integrate with the team a little bit more. I know it's hard moving on to other teams, but we need to get you.
I am willing to try.
That's all we're looking for, your willingness, and we'll get you there. So let's look at the actions that we've set you so far. Okay, so we're going to give you some extra product knowledge. You're going to do some research yourself, and you're also going to sit with some of the product specialists. I'm going to send some information on the bereavement counselling. I'm going to attend the training session. Is there anything else that you feel you could do as an action point, maybe, that will help you?
I think maybe if I could buddy up with Katie, because she seems to do well and she's quite confident in the products. So maybe if I could sit with her and maybe listen to her, and then her listen to me, and then I take some pointers from
and I'm
her.
sure she can take some pointers from you as well. Again, I think you're looking at it from what you need to get from the team. There is a lot the team can get from you, so I think sitting with Katie is a very, very good idea. So put that as your next action point.
Yeah.
Sit with Katie. She can give you a lot of product knowledge. You can give her a lot of experience. It'll be a very, very good session to be together with. Okay. So that's a really good idea. So finally, I'm just going to mention regarding the team leader. I definitely want to put you forward for it, but not for another 6 months. Okay. Let's meet all your action points. Let's get your target met.
Yeah.
After 6 months, if that's the case, we'll definitely put you forward. You can do some extra courses, and I think you definitely will be on the right path then. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So finally, overall, you have been underperforming, as you know, we've discussed, which means unfortunately we're able to put you forward for the bonus, as you're not achieving the target. So at this point, we won't be putting you forward for this bonus, as they are based on performance.
It seems a bit unfair though, because I do feel like I've worked just as hard, but I'm just struggling because I've been put on the wrong team. I just feel like it's a bit unfair.
I understand where you're coming from, I really do, but like I say, the targets that were set were realistic, based on you being a new member of the team compared to the other staff members' targets. Yours were much lower, I know you've had underlying issues and other problems that may have affected you. But like I say, it's measured the same throughout the full business. And if you don't meet the targets, then unfortunately we can't put you forward for the review. But I am confident that if you work hard towards the objectives we've set today, that by the next review you will be bonus and you'll be looking at team leader. So are you happy with that?
I see, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I think that, like you say, with the right actions and support in place, I can improve, and I really do want to improve.
Good. Brilliant.
Yeah, because I've not been happy with the way I've been performing.
Okay, so when we come out here today, we are working towards your objectives. We are going to keep the targets the same, so the targets that we set last time will be the same.
Yeah.
And I'm very confident by the next 6 months, you'll be there, you'll be meeting them, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. So you're happy with everything we've discussed today?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Thank you.